When I landed in Auckland, it was my first time flying internationally, and despite my self-proclaimed great traveling acumen, I left my wallet on the plane. Air New Zealand returned it to me, and on my next flight to Queenstown, I had it on me when I exited the aircraft. So that's progress, or at least that's all I thought the term entailed at the time. When I landed in New Zealand, progress meant simply something improving or maturing to me. A day into our New Zealand trip, we entered the magnificent Doubtful Sound and began to be lectured on the topics of progress and sustainability. Doubtful Sound was my introduction to how progress and sustainability relate to tourism, and this helped broaden my understanding of the term progress. In Doubtful Sound, we got to take on the roles of clashing stakeholders in a mock debate arguing over what is best for the future of Doubtful Sound. Without knowing it, we were arguing over what was more progressive and what would lead to the most sustainable outcome. I think it's wonderful that New Zealand has developed a plan to allow tourists to see the Fiordlands, while also protecting another area of Fiordland National Park, and limiting the amounts of tourists. This idea of limits of acceptable change, which was novel to me, stuck with me and stayed at the forefront of my mind as we made our way out of Doubtful Sound. When we arrived in Mount Cook several days later, this idea of progress as it relates to tourism was brought back. We met with the Mount Cook hotel manager, Lee Stock, and he explained the limits placed by New Zealand's Department of Conservation, DOC, and how they affect his business. This was extremely interesting to me, as I'm a business major, and it highlighted the issues that operating a hotel in a national park poses for him. Not only does he have to worry about filling his hotel in the off-season, but he has to push DOC to let him expand his hotel so he can meet demand in the peak season. Operating in a backcountry zone means he has to consider where he gets his water and energy from, and how he can limit his occupants from using too much. Prior to visiting the hotel manager that day, we stopped by Meridian Energy to learn about the push for renewable energy and how they have been successful in using hydro energy powered by the braided river system. These two stops formed a connection in my head when it comes to progress. This is the progress that is most attainable when others work together to achieve it. Meridian provides Mount Cook hotels with the option of more affordable, available, and sustainable energy than using fossil fuels. In turn, this allows the hotel manager to focus on other issues at hand, such as keeping DOC happy, and according to Lee Stock, a happy DOC is a happy New Zealand. Putting the terms progress and sustainability in terms of tourism while we were tourists helped set a solid foundation of what these words truly mean. This helped me think in more of a worldly view and worried for the future of the reefs that we explored. I don't want to see them disappear and would love to return to the Great Barrier Reef one day and once again be enamored by the vast sea life and coral that we got to experience. I would love to return to Fiji and see the coral in better condition. This is only possible if we progress as a world to find a sustainable way to produce energy without destroying the ozone layer. In a similar way to how Meridian and Lee Stock's efforts combine to form progress, we need the whole world on board to take on this daunting task.